I am a incredibly unhappy man right now. When am I going to learn that I need to check the quality that I am recording in before I start recording the video? So, 15 minutes of my life just gone down the drain. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, obviously. And today I've been a little bit inspired, actually. So I hang around with Rum in Discord quite often. Those of you that, well, I mean, most of you will know Rum. He is the 2021 Outdoors champion, and he sent me a video actually of him doing a hot lap here on the Pitbike trails on the Hurren compound. And the lap itself was about 6 minutes long, and it just looked so much fun. Like, he was flowing around all the corners nicely. And I wanted to give it a go myself. And the last 15 minutes of was me recording my first full time around it, because I've not actually touched the track since the last video I'd done on the Hurren compound. I've not done a full lap of the trails at all yet. And it was going to be my first lap, but that failed. I was recording in 2000 bitrate, which, if any of you know recording and stuff on these sorts of games, you'll know that that is nowhere near enough, and it looks absolutely booty cheeks. So what I've done instead is I thought, you know what, I'm scrapping that. I'm not even going to bother uploading it because it's going to hurt everybody's eyes, and we're going to go again. So now we're back up to the normal 72,000 bitrate, and we're going to see how things go. I have just completely forgot that I need to have my where is it? Speed. There we go. You can't even see that in the shadow. Oh no, you can. Get my gears at the bottom so I know what I'm doing. So, yeah, I felt inspired because it just looks so fun, and I wanted to give it a go myself. I'm on the 4-stroke pit bikes. Some of you might be aware, but there's 2-stroke versions of these pit bikes which are incredibly fast. Like, pull the throttle and you'll do a backflip straight away. And then there's these versions that are a lot more on the tame side. Now, Rum done his hot lap on this version because he said that he was just over jumping everything on the... Oh god, oh, that was a frame and a half. Oh my god. Yeah, he said he was over jumping everything on the 125, and this was a lot easier to ride fast. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to see how it goes. I know his lap was about 6 minutes or so. I don't have lap times because I've not yet actually bought the full version of the Hurren compound, which I probably should, because all the boys hop on it every now and then, and I do want to join them. I can't join them on this version that I've got because I've still got the test one that Hurren gave me to make the video on. Again, thank you very much for that, sir. And to my knowledge, I think that the track done really well. I know on release day I saw everybody posting screenshots and ranting and raving about how good the track was, and I don't blame them. You know, it's still my favourite track to date. I don't play the game very much anymore, but I know full well that if I do want to hop on something, I'll probably hop on here, hop on the Goliath or something, because that track is incredible, especially if you're someone that likes throwing her sideways. And I just really wanted to hop on the game, not do anything too serious, just have a bit of fun. I did originally want to go into some multiplayer. There's someone commented on one of my videos today asking me why I left their server, and I was like, well, first of all, it wasn't me, because I haven't played normal pub lobbies in 2 weeks, so I do apologise. But yeah, that made me think I've not played any normal online for quite some time. In fact, the only online that I really play on the game anymore is every Thursday for the aerial races. So yeah, I want to play a little bit more online, but there's no lobbies on at the point of me recording this right now. There's one lobby which is a full 30-man, which is part of TKO Smokey's Monday streams, even though it's Tuesday at the point of recording this, so weird. But then, other than that, there was nothing. There was a forest server with about 11 people on it, but I feel like I've done forest to death at this point, and I really just don't fancy playing it anymore. So instead, we're going to have a nice chill time riding some trails, and I know I'm very biased in how much I love trails. It's just my idea of fun on this game, just chilling out, just kind of slaloming back and forth. And I'm not going to make this, am I? No. Oh, I might have changed the gearing up a bit. I feel like I'm trucking up some of these hills. I know I'm biased, but this is honestly one of the most fun ways to spend your time on this game, in my opinion. Even if you're not riding a pit bike, I found that when I was testing it out, and also Reese mentioned this to me as well, that the 450s around here are really enjoyable, because you can literally just be quarter throttle, standing up everywhere, and just having a nice again, chilled out time. The only other track that I can compare to this, I can't... The name of it escapes me. I know it starts with an E. It's one that Rube's made, and I know I've done a video on it before. It's Enduro der... I want to say Heuvelenberg, something along those lines. But again, that's one of my most fun tracks to play on this game, just for the sake of just chilling out, riding around, doing some trails. Probably why I enjoy Krakenberg so much. I just kind of get lost for an hour or so and not really have no real competition as such. It's just me and the track, riding around, having a good time. And that's what we like to do. I have been enjoying my bikes recently, and I think the main factor behind that is probably because I've not been playing it as much. I have no idea what my last 2 weeks activity is. I've got like 1,400 hours now, which I don't think is too bad. You know, I can't remember how many months ago it was that I made my 1,000 hour video, but I've only gained 400, so not terrible at all. And I've been limiting myself as much as possible. I spend maybe 20 minutes, half hour, having a little ride around on any new tracks that get released to make some cool videos for you guys. And other than that, I really only play it on Thursdays for Aerial. And I did actually, as I just hit my desk there, you can probably hear that on the recording, I did want to say, I wanted to give a little bit of an apology. So before Aerial started, I kind of asked people, how do you want to see it? Do you want me to stream it or record it and upload it, so on and so forth? Now, I tried streaming round 1, I think it was, but the stream just totally died on me. You know, the whole YouTube stream went down and it wouldn't work again for like a good 10 minutes or so, and I was already in the heat of qualifying at that point, so I didn't want to waste loads of time trying to get it all reset up again. And that just kind of set like a bad tone for the year for me. I wanted to do, if I was going to do it, I wanted to do the entire thing, and missing round 1, which is probably the most important round, was not ideal. And then I thought, you know what, maybe instead I can try recording them. However, for whatever reason, from round 2 onwards, I've been having quite a lot of trouble with my FPS. Now, I've got a pretty beefy PC. I've got, it was cost me almost £4,000. I'm not sure what the conversion is to dollars, but it's pretty damn powerful. And I know people with much lesser PC than mine that aren't having frame issues whatsoever. I turn my shaders off when it comes time to racing. I lower my graphics as well, like I turn 3D grass off, I turn anti-aliasing off, just to try and boost it as much as possible. But in single player, absolutely fine. But as soon as I get into a server with maybe 10 plus people on these aerial tracks for outdoors, I really suffer, which has made me not want to press the record button. One, because I doubt anybody wants to see a really laggy footage gameplay. I know I wouldn't want to sit there watching someone with bad FPS riding around. And then secondly, if it makes my FPS even lower from recording, which I know OBS quite often does, it's actually quite taxing on PCs compared to like Shadowplay, for example, that comes with NVIDIA. It will make me perform worse as well. Like, I need as much of a competitive advantage as possible, especially for this national season. My God, there's been some hard races so far, and I'm actually really loving it. So I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn too much or sucking myself off, or whatever way you want to word it, but towards the end of the Supercross season, I felt like there was no real competition. I think that is a mixture of me preferring Supercross. I feel like I'm much better at Supercross than I am outdoors, but then B as well, I feel like a lot of people kind of dipped out halfway through the season if they weren't getting the results that they was expecting, which didn't leave much in the way of competition for me towards the end. And I think I went on something like a 7 or so win streak at one point. It was really insane. I was loving life. But now, a lot more competition. Every single race has been somewhat of a battle. I think I maybe had like one moto or something where I gapped everybody. The rest of it has been hard fought to the very end. So, but it's not really a spoiler because I've got no videos of it. But right now, I am leading both the EU and the NA 450 Championship. So every single race I've been trying my arse off. NA's been not as challenging because it's really only myself and Chicken that have kind of been going back and forth for wins and taking points off each other. Last moto of round 4 actually was probably the most fun race of the year, and it was myself, McChicken, Juiced and Washed. Maybe the first 10 minutes or so we were all trading places back and forth. One person would make a mistake and then the other 3 would go by, and it just felt like nobody really wanted to win. We all just kept crashing back to back. But then I kind of, about the halfway point of each moto, I seemed to find my flow a bit more, and then just kind of managed to bring it home. But yeah, in NA, my worst position so far is a second, so I've just been getting seconds and firsts, trying to stay as consistent as possible. EU is a little bit different. At round 1, I think I scored 37 points. I can't remember what positions I went in both motos, but it wasn't ideal, so I dropped a hell of a lot of points then, and I've been clawing my way back since. I do have the red plate right now, something like 6 points or so ahead of Jack, and then NA, I want to say it's between 10 and 20. I can't say for certain. I haven't checked for some time, and I haven't checked since round 4 actually. But it's been really good, and it's been making me enjoy things a lot more. But I've been trying so hard. Like when the races go on, I'm so serious. I think I start every single moto in Discord with the boys, and then come the 10-minute, 15-minute mark, if I'm down bad, like crashing a lot or not riding well, I'll mute up straight away and get my tryhard hat on. And it seems to work for the most part. I start riding a bit better. Sometimes I've left it a bit late and people have pulled away from me and I can't get it back, but most of the time it seems to it seems to go okay. You know, it's not too terrible at all. I'm not sure if I stated at the start of this video actually, but I don't have a time at the top left because I haven't rebought the compound yet because I've not played it since I've done that video. So this is still the test version that Hurren gave me to kind of test out and show for you guys. So again, thank you very much, Hurren, for letting me have this. I will purchase it as soon as possible because I know all the boys hop on every now and then. It would be nice to play with them. And oh, I railed the shit out of that, Jesus. And yeah, Rum's lap was about 6 minutes, and I watched it. And it was an incredible lap. Like, it looked very, very smooth. And I think the fact that he can have such a smooth lap with only maybe a handful of positions that I could see him losing time, and still being a 6-minute lap, I think that speaks bundles to Hurren's track in general. The fact that he's put that much work in to make a track that long and that flows that well, and I love it. And I know everybody else seems to love it as well. So many screenshots and stuff going on the MX Bikes Discord, and I don't think I've heard anything negative about it, other than the one or two people very, very vocal about not wanting to pay for tracks full stop and feeling like they're having to pay for tracks. Definitely not the case, because surely you get to choose if you buy it or not. But I digress. I don't want to start a comment argument down below. I've seen plenty of those over one on the video that I've done originally, and then 2 on the post I made when the track first went live. It says there was not some happy campers, but everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I'll just try and stay out of it as much as possible and do my own thing and let people be. I think that's probably the best way to be. I know 100% sometimes I definitely let my emotions get the best of me, especially through YouTube comments, and sometimes I'll reply to something in like a really sarcastic manner or even a little bit shitty because I'm annoyed at the time, and it just looks so bad. I'm just like, God, I wish I didn't write that, please. Why can't I just delete everything? Yeah, as of late I've tried not ignoring comments, because again I do see all of them, but if there's something that I feel like I can't respond to in a nice way that I disagree with, I'll just leave it for the most part. I feel like that's the best way to be. And up and over this. Ooh, a little bit of steez for the boys. Oh god, should not have steezed that one. You'll notice that I am in chest cam at the moment actually, rather than my normal helmet camera. And the only reason being is I feel like if I go into this helmet camera, I feel like you can't really see enough of the bike, and any time I'm leaning forwards the slightest amount, it just completely goes. So yeah, chest cam on the pit bike seems to work best for me. I didn't want to do third person, mostly because I just kind of suck ass in third person. You wouldn't think that I learnt the game playing it, would you? I've been very, very down bad. Speaking of third person news, actually, a little bit of a tangent here. I know that Beta 18 now is going to have more variable options for you third-person players. So you're going to be able to adjust the distance, like forwards and back, from how far you are away from the rider. And you're also going to be able to adjust the height up and down as well. So very, very similar, actually, to how Sim does their height things. And I know that higher and lower FOV in third person has also been requested. I'm not sure on the status of that just yet. I'm not sure if that's coming to it. But there you go. There's a little sneak peek of what's coming your way in Beta 18. I know that I can't really digress too much, only because I've been asked not to. But there's that little bit. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. I mean, it was in Perboso Daily Changelog, so it should be public knowledge, but I know a lot of people don't read that sort of thing. Oh, thank God that didn't have collisions. Holy moly. And there we go. You know what? I'm fairly happy with how that turned out. I'm a little bit sad that, again, I had to re-record this, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed it nonetheless. I always hate re-recording videos. I feel like they never carry the same amount of energy, and I feel like it's really weird because I'm repeating myself, but you guys have no idea that I've already said this once, like 20 minutes ago. But, you know, it is what it is. We live and we learn, although I don't really feel like I'm learning. I must have done this like 5-10 times at this point over the last year or so. But thank you, everyone, very much for watching. I will actually link Rum's hot lap that he done in the description of this video, so if you do want to go and watch it and watch someone that's actually competent ride around and do a fast lap, then 100% go for it. I'll put that down below. I will try and remember to put the link for the pit bikes as well in the description if you don't have those. Yeah, they're easy enough to find. They're on MX Big Mods. Just search up bikes and they're under pit bikes. Very, very easy to go and download those yourself. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is you're up to, and until I catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want.